Welcome to this great adventure of two sisters.
Absolutely not. Hey guys, welcome to the Regina Kids podcast. I am your host, Maxi.
With her lovely younger sister, Rita the H.A.M.
And here on the podcast, as you can see, sibling relationships can be loving and sometimes a bit
dramatic.
Affect me, please. Complicated. So join us every week as we explore all aspects of having a sibling.
Come be our sibling.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome back to another episode of the Regina Kids podcast. I am your host, Maxi.
I'm your host, Rita.
Here
I'm about to knock some shit off back here.
you go.
Let me scooch up a little.
How is the world treating you today, child?
It's gloomy out, but I still don't be liking to wear clothes, but it's chilly down here now.
Girl, we is not talking about chili. On today that we recording it is -5 in Illinois.
Oh shit.
So it is not.
You know what? Let me check. Hold on. I just said it was a little gloomy and a little chilly here. Let me just check our weather real quick. I ain't checked it. You said -5? Girl,
they said it felt like -30 with the wind chill.
We got a high of 59 today. Oh shit.
It always surprised me when it starts snowing or getting cold in Illinois and people start with the post. Why the fuck do we still live here?
I remember my last winter there. Well, that I actually physically lived there. It snowed and I had to scrape my car off. And I was just pissed off. And I was staying in Kenosha with mama. So, like that wind off the lake was just disrespectful. Or you would walk out that building for whatever reason. I called him. I was like, come get me right fucking now. This shit is terrible.
Get your life.
Girl, bye.
Well, if y'all want to talk about the weather.
And then I moved.
Illinois
I moved and I'm driving down the boardwalks and shit looking at palm trees. And you like, I have this event. I need you to come help me in the dead of winter. And I fell in the snow. I was ready to go home that fucking day.
You know what? If y'all want to talk about the weather, y'all can subscribe to our YouTube channel at Regina Kids Podcast. Or y'all could always leave us a sib note and agree with Rita that being
You gotta be
Florida
kidding me.
with the palm trees. And y'all can leave us a sib note at reginakidspodcast@gmail.com or slide over into our DMs at _Regina Kid Podcast on Instagram or on TikTok at Regina Kids Podcast. I don't know why you looked it up like I was telling you a lie.
Ooh, y'all got a severe weather advisory. Girl, I see a minus sign in the y'all like a bad day in your bank account. Your shit is in the
You know what, Rita? We're not doing that. We got on our Bob Marley shirts. And
y'all done got some overdraft fees.
We're not doing that. We got on Bob Marley and in one of his most famous songs, it was "Don't Worry About a Thing," because every little thing is gonna be all right.
Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be all right. I guess you gotta sing that shit at -2 degrees.
Just shut up.
Oh, well, why don't you go outside and make a snow angel now? It's a fucking freezing cold. Girl.
I keep telling people snow in Illinois, snow is better than the cold. because the snow is just on the ground.
True.
Once it's cleaned up,
True.
it's 30, 40 degrees outside. That's
Fast.
cool. But
And it's gonna melt.
when that hawk is out, no, absolutely
Mm-mm.
not. That bone chilling, when
Y'all
you
most
step
definitely need
outside
that.
and your skin start getting ashy, it's too much.
You
It's,
most definitely need that push start, that that automatic start on your keychain.
or a garage.
Okay, fancy, fancy. Listen,
Anyway,
that so Maxie redid her whole apartment, and literally when you walk in her hallway, and then you go in her apartment don't look like it belong in her building. Not saying that she has a trashy building, but it just do not match.
it, I had a little we'll get into why I did a whole HGTV recovery, but if y'all was here last season and y'all is subscribed to the YouTube, y'all can see my background is totally different.
hmm
It's
We need to come up with a name for Maxie. A new place. I got like Chateau El Maxwell. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Chateau El Maxwell. Not
we
Eleanor. You gotta shorten it because you gotta make it real fancy. Put them little hyphenating things on there.
you know what, Rita? You always doing something to the extreme. But if
I'm doing something to the extreme.
if you didn't know,
Me.
I am I am a three-time self-published
I
author,
can't wait for you to
broadcast
talk about. We
media.
need a whole show talking about your apartment, and you talk about me doing stuff to the damn extreme. You got damn glass blue balls hanging from your ceiling, and
First,
I'm extreme.
first off, um,
She need to do an apartment review,
I'm probably not, but
and she not.
technically it's a chandelier. But anyway,
Mm,
I'm a
okay,
three-time
but I'm
self-published
extreme.
three-time
Okay,
self-published author, broadcast media producer. Let's get into the commercial.
commercial.
Hey dreamers, my name is Maxie E. Norman, owner of Elnor Maxwell LLC. I am a broadcast media manager and a podcaster of a podcast called the Regina Kids Podcast. I'm also a super producer of a show called Kingdom Chicks Reconstructed. And I'm a 3-time self-published author. My first book, All My Broken Crayons Still Color, a daily affirmation book and a journal. My second book, Love You More, Grieving Isn't Easy and Healing Hurts. My third book, the trilogy, I Am Not Responsible for Your Tears, The Authentic Guide to Being Happy, all can be found on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And as always, we'll continue to glow through whatever it is we're going through. Now let's get back to the show.
And also, if we do have what I call a healing box that goes along with my three books.
I like how you said we,
It's
so I can get a
always
check.
it's all you worried about. Well, so this healing box is important today because healing is a process and it doesn't have a timeline. Give yourself grace, breathe, and just know you got this. Um,
And you gonna keep keeping on.
I see that's gonna be your new saying for 2024. Recovery, recovery. So let's get into it.
You
Some
probably
show
gotta go to rehab, and you said no, no, no.
So a couple shows back, I did say that I was having carpal tunnel and tendonitis surgery.
Girl, is that cold weather messing with your wrist?
No,
Girl, we should all be in Mexico right now. It's 83 degrees there.
you know what, Rita? Get
Okay.
meteorologist. Get off the phone with the weather check.
Everybody moved. And then you know what's funny? Because I'm just looking at I got a couple of key locations, places that I look at, and like everybody moved to Georgia because they said the weather is better. It's -3 degrees there too.
Yeah, it's cold down south right now, except for in
The,
Florida.
they said psych. Girl, hell no.
Boy, y'all should really get on the YouTube and see Rita's earrings. These little knives.
Oh, I was letting you do your stuff first because we killing shit. So I got little nice
Oh
earrings.
God.
We killing shit now. So when you get short hair, I was talking to our cousin Dina, um, about like short hair. I was like, girl, with that short hair, you gotta have them popping earrings. But everybody thought I was crazy for having these earrings. They so cute, but I love knives though, so that's and the ends is a little pointy. So
Mm,
fuck with me if you want to. You'll fuck around and find out. Get poked with my earring.
Jesus. Shout out to our cousin Dina. She is one of the hosts of the podcast that I do produce, Kingdom Chicks Reconstructed. You can find them also on YouTube and everywhere you listen to podcasts, Apple,
Gotta keep it
Spotify.
radical, baby. And shout out to Bay, cause he the one that got me these earrings.
She's
And
upset.
I called my man. I had to call my good friends who understand that these was cute. My best friend and Maxie was like, "Y'all crazy," but then I called Keita and I called my cousin Sandy, and they appreciated my earrings.
Because they're crazy.
These
Psychos want to walk around with.
the girl they cute. They little knives. Zoom in, zoom in.
There is no zoom in
I'm telling the people on YouTube, they can zoom in on their phone so they can catch these details.
for these knives. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
Since I got my Halle Berry and Betty Boop and my Tony Braxton without the deep voice hair.
she ain't learned not to cut me off, but we gonna keep it
Oh
rolling.
damn, sorry.
Right.
I'm
So
just excited because I found a barber. She a barber hairstylist. I probably if I would have known her in the beginning, I probably would have stayed bald head. I would have been bald head this whole entire time.
that you've been in Florida,
Yes.
but recovery. So I did have carpal tunnel and tendonitis surgery.
Can we see the stitches? You
Well,
gonna show them?
my palm is healed, and you probably can't really see it, but I had
Cause you had the
incision.
palm and then
I had
here
an
too.
incision here, one in my thumb, one across here, and then there's this one, if y'all can see it, and then
So how is
the
all the
other
function?
one, the
Cause so
other
can
one.
you squeeze balls now?
Wow, can I
Remember
squeeze?
that was one of the ex.
Can I squeeze balls?
Can you squeeze the balls?
Rita, I'm not doing this with
Just
you.
answer the question is yes or no.
I can close my hand. Yes, I can. I have all
Can you
function.
squeeze?
I can squeeze.
Can you stick up your middle finger? See? There you go, girl. That's what I'm
Give me
talking
a
about.
word. Anyway, but for anybody who's been in corporate America, do a lot of typing. I'm also a writer. Like carpal tunnel is real serious. Like I put it off for a year before I actually had surgery. And they tell you like you can go get the shots in your hands and stuff like that, but what they don't tell you is
Mm-mm.
that getting those shots actually damages the cartilage in your hands even more. So
Same with your knees.
it eventually leads you to having to have the surgery. I actually have a wonderful surgeon because in my palm, he went through the lines in my hands. So when it
That's
actually
nice.
healed up, Like you can't even tell. Now,
So
because
for
my tendonitis was so bad, these scars
hmm
up my wrist, um, they're healing pretty well, but recovery.
well, let's take it back because some people may not. They may be suffering with what you had suffered through too. So, like, what was some of the symptoms or issues that you were having that maybe they having right now and don't really know what it is? Because you didn't just have pain like in your hand, you
Right.
was having pain like up your arm and your shoulder and all of that stuff too.
Well, that didn't happen till later on with my trigger fingers, which is like the L, the thumb. I don't know the name of the fingers, but when you make
Your
the L,
index and your thumb,
your index thumb and your middle finger, them is your
the
trigger
pew
finger.
pews.
Yeah, those are. It's technically they call it your trigger finger. So my
Yeah,
trigger
because you.
fingers, reach- my trigger fingers actually were getting stuck. Like in the morning, they would be like stuck together, and I would have to
Like
like,
this?
yep, and I would have to like physically move, like take my other hand to bend my hand to try to get my fingers to move. Because even during my recovery, my thumb was like the hardest part to start getting the function back. So
So was it just stuck like this, or you just stuck
no, it was stuck out like a L.
like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it that and I had the cut around the line that's around your thumb. So that was part of it. But when you have carpal tunnel or tendonitis, they have to go in and basically release the tendons in your hand so that they
Mm,
can be
move
able to
again.
move again. So
So starting it off, like, so first you was just having, were you having like pain in your wrist,
yeah, like
or it?
carpal tunnel really affects like your fingers and your wrist. So it'll just be like pain from like typing all the time or
Well, you also got to throw in there.
braiding
You're
and
right. You got to throw in there. You used to be a
constantly
braider too.
doing the same repetitive motions all the time. So it's a lot of people who suffer with carpal tunnel based on doing repetitive motions with their hands all the time.
hmm Now, did they? Isn't it like some what they call it aerodynamics, like a way that you supposed to like sit at your desk and stuff too? That's supposed to help with your carpal tunnel. I know that they got. I know for me because for just for years and years of braiding, like my wrist will hurt, but I started using. Let's see if I can find it. It was a certain Oh, here it is. Like my mouse is a little bit different.
Yeah, you can get ergonomic
Yeah,
keyboards,
so like it
mouses. You can get
so like my yeah, so
the
this
stand
helps
up
for me.
keyboard. I mean the stand up desk. You have to be able to like stretch your arms out and
Mhm.
give that extension. But working from home and just being in corporate America is kind of some jobs don't always accommodate for that.
Right. So a lot of stuff you'll end up handling on your own.
Right. But before we get more into that, we do have a new segment called Regina Says.
Oh yeah. So the Regina says is just paying homage to our mommy and all and giving y'all a taste of our day to day or just random conversations that we had with her. So I think I explained on the last show we were in a family chat, and so every morning she would type us a message, and this is actually
Jeez.
this is actually one of her messages, and I'm gonna read it to you literally verbatim exactly what it says. It says, "Good morning, my pretties." She will always call us her pretties. And she said, "Good morning, my pretty ladies. It's chilly out. It's a chilly day out. Um, and remember, you are blessed." She said, "Remember, curiosity kills the cat. So make sure you lock that pussy up, or you'll have a house full of kittens."
Jeez. Oh wow.
And y'all don't believe me. This is verbatim, exactly what she said in the chat.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
man,
Um,
man.
yeah.
I was searching through it. I was in here hollering, hollering, laughing because I could just. She's just a funny lady.
Yeah, so recovery, honestly, if you just have carpal tunnel, like I had carpal tunnel and tendonitis, so mine was a
Hmm.
little bit more severe, but if you just have carpal tunnel, the recovery time is like 2 to 3 weeks. You should go back to full function. But because I had the
Hmm.
tendonitis so bad in my wrist,
Is that
Jesus.
because you waited so long?
Um, I don't know. I don't think it was because I waited. I think mine was just severe from the beginning.
Mm. Yeah.
But my recovery was um
Rough.
like two 2.5 months. And that's from the first couple of weeks getting the stitches taken out, and then after that it was constant therapy, occupational
Squeezing the
therapy.
balls. Squeezing the balls.
It was occupational therapy twice a week for an hour for 3 months straight.
Yeah.
Why? And they do have you do stuff that you would normally do, like being able to twist off caps and being able to close your hand physically. And
Squeezing on the ball.
I was told by I had my hand and I had to keep my hand wrapped up because there's some tape that you can put like over your scars to make sure they become flat. And that's a lot for like people who might keloid or something like that.
Hmm.
But I had my hand wrapped up one day and I went to Starbucks, and the girl, our people always gonna call us out. She was like, "So you just gonna continue to get your nails done with your hand wrapped up?" And I'm thinking, well, yeah, because if my arm is gonna look ugly, at least my nails is cute.
Tell
Cause,
them again. Tell
cause
them again.
remember, it's keeping it cute in 2024.
Let me tell you something. If this one, that ain't got shit to do with 2024. It has to do, period. Because I remember after I had got out the hospital, it was literally, I got out on the 8th. My birthday was that Monday. Set, I was in the hospital. Like, I knew I was getting out. I'm texting my last text, like, please, baby, can you get me in?
Absolutely
God
ridiculous.
damn it.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Baby, please. Nail tech. Baby, I need you.
Yeah, and sometimes it's hard to even like find those key people to like keep your nails done the way that you like them, and all of that stuff. Like
Yeah.
being a girl is so hard. It's
Listen,
a
it was a
struggle.
struggle when I first came down to Florida because back home I had those people. You know what I'm saying? Like if I couldn't do my hair, it was certain people that I had already knew. Like if I needed my hair cut, I had my barber. If I needed my hair color, I had my girl Lauren. Shout out to her. Like I had my key people that I could go to. Eyebrows, all of that. The only thing I hadn't got into really was waxing. But I was already on the hunt for somebody to start that process too. But coming down here, I had to start from a clean slate. Like, luckily, I had found Dolly. She was the first person I ever tried. And I've been with her for going on 6 years, as my hair braider. And then now I found my girl Kimmy. That girl cold. And she got this little machine. Not, and she wash hair. And she wash hair.
Here you go.
Listen, for all she a beautician, barber. Like she an old school beautician. She washed the hair. And I went and I like her because one, she has an option for a consultation, and then your consultation goes towards what the payment that you make for your consultation. It goes towards your service. So if you choose not to use her, then you know what I'm saying, you pay her for her time. But if
Right.
you use her, that money goes towards your service. So it's, you know what I'm saying, like these horror stories I've been hearing out here about these hairstylists. I'm gonna call you a hairstylist because y'all just playing in heads. I ain't gonna call you no real beautician.
Um, I never
She full,
understood
sir.
the
She's a
whole.
full service beauty. Listen, I was at
I was
listen.
explaining this to my braider too about people not wanting to wash people's hair before they do it. It's like, cause you really
You
don't know
crazy?
what's going on in people's scalps. Like you don't know what's in their hair. Like you don't.
Exactly.
You really expose yourself to a lot of different stuff unless you do hair with gloves on, which ain't always the case.
No,
But
but the thing is that I have been in many situations before I retired from doing hair to where I had to look at their scalp and say, "Oh hell no! Like you need to go get this checked. I can't fix this."
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like no, and I. But sometimes I will go ahead and I would take. Like I had this one lady who kept her weave in for like 3 months, and I was like, 3 months, like you bugging. And so you take it off and you see big flakes. You see um like when you combing through the hair, the flakes come off. She has, you know what I'm saying, damage to her scalp. She got like not so much sores, but you see where when the flake come off, it's a wound there and shit like that. No, ma'am, we not doing nothing else with your hair. I'm gonna take this off. I'm
Right.
gonna wash your hair for you because it needs to be thoroughly washed. But that's it. Outside of that, I'm not touching your hair. I'm gonna wash it. I'm gonna blow dry it for you and send you on your way. I'm not putting no weave back in your damn head. Like you crazy.
But that leads us into my segment of Maxie's motivational moment. Reading affirmations from my first book, All My Broken Crayons, Still Color, Daily Affirmation for Healing the Soul. We gonna roll with this one. Love what you do and do what you love. So that's the affirmation. The mantra we will repeat is I will love me. And my recommendation is to repeat it till you feel good. So I will love me. Everything is possible, even the impossible. Find out what you love doing and then figure out a way to do it. Um,
Amen. Preach.
you
I
know,
feel like young dog preach.
Rita,
No,
oh,
for real. Like, I just seen the other day. You know, I be on TikTok and shit, laughing my ass off. Where this they was reading, they was talking about Atlanta. They said Atlanta stylists count your damn days. This girl paid $32 as a deposit. Then the stylist said, "Oh, this not on my website, but if you 5'5" and taller, and if you 5'5" and taller, and your hair goes past your shoulders, then it's an upcharge. The girl was like, "What's the upcharge?" She said $250.
Jesus Christ.
What is she getting braids down to the floor? $250? That is crazy.
Well,
Crazy.
if y'all have any comments or concerns, follow us and subscribe on the YouTube channel at Regina Kids Podcast. Y'all can also send us a sim note and tell us about y'all hair horror stories, or hey, tell us what you do and what you found as your purpose in life, and how you are pushing your passion to keep continuous to do it. You can leave us an email at reginakidspodcast@gmail.com. The DMs are open at
Sound like somebody in your DM right now, girl. Who
at
that?
underscore Regina Kids Podcast on Instagram, or leave us a
I
message
can't.
at Regina Kids Podcast on
From my
TikTok.
drink.
Leave it up to Rita to always come with the foolishness. I don't got time. I don't.
Your phone is over there.
I
Ding.
don't got time. Oh my
Ding. Ding. Girl, who in your
God.
inbox?
Oh
What
God.
they looking for? A healing box?
Oh God.
Mm-mm.
Rita, I'm
Li-
not doing this with you.
Listen, I'm loyal to my people. I've been going to the same wax lady for like 4 years, and there was some trial and error with that too. Like I had went because I started off on Groupon. Because you do a Groupon, because I mean it's a new type of service. So I didn't know if I was gonna like it, but I love it. Started off on Groupon. I went to this one spot place, and then I love this one girl. Her name Ashley. If you in the what is it? The Brighton area, Ashley, your girl. She was fresh out of school. She could wax the hell out of a cooch for real.
Oh my God. Where are you going with this conversation, bro?
I'm just talking about my experiences. So then, she left, and I wasn't gonna drive all the way down there because that's like 45 minutes away. So I went back on Groupon, and I found another girl who actually me and her got the same name. I feel like she my Latino twin, but because she's an esthetician. She's an esthetician. She from Oregon, and she moved down here and stuff. Girl, we be having stories. She got an evil grandma. I'm trying to tell you, she my Latino twin. But I was been with her for 4 years. Been with Dolly for 6, and now we got been with Crystal. But everything happened for a reason because when I went to that one spot, I was on the hunt for a nail tech, and I asked. That was the only what that was in that area is the only place where I got burned before because I was looking for a nail tech, and the person sent me off and took my $20 deposit.
But you found Crystal with the crystal. Shout out to Crystal.
From going to that spa, they was like, "Oh, you should try this girl, Crystal," da, 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 and been with her ever since.
I've been with her ever since too. Every time I come to Florida, I go holler at Crystal
Like,
with the
check, you can
crystal.
check. Can you zoom in?
Here we
I
go
was
with the
like,
Zoom.
Crystal, I want graffiti, and she just did this.
Rita, get your nails out.
Oh,
out,
I
out
don't
the way.
even know. I don't even know what I could do next. What she gonna do next? I'm just gonna let her do what she want because I was just like, give me some graffiti, and she just did her thing.
But
Artiste.
I don't know why we got to that, but
Because you was talking about your nails.
yeah. So I got to keep my nails cute till my cause I was just a regular manicure girl. Now my nails done grew out, so I'm a gel overlay girl at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But
Encapsulate girl when she come down here.
man, I'm trying to tell you, I actually shout out to a girl from New York that was on Instagram because I found though the picture of those nails with the encapsul when you encapsulate everything in
Mm-hmm.
from a girl from New York, and Crystal is from NYC. She already know how to do that. So yeah, that'd be my outside of you. Crystal is my only other reason to fly to Florida. But yeah,
She
with
literally just come down here to get her nails done.
pretty much. But with everybody working so hard, we just all got to make sure that we, listen to your body, take care of yourself.
Most definitely.
Surgeries can be a little nerve wracking and a little worrisome and your anxiety get up a little bit and you get a little worried or scared about
Girl,
having.
they irritating as hell. They ain't no word to scare. They just be getting on your damn nerves.
But um I got my bionic hand back. They said I should be good for like 20 years.
Did
So
you say bionic?
yeah, my
They put some
bionic.
metal in
No, that's
there? Oh.
just me.
I'm
But
about to say you iRobot now by the hand?
here you go. I might be able to get back into the braid game. You never know. I might have to do some
Yeah, we
practicing.
already know you back into the break. Too bad I ain't got no hair and don't plan
I'm
on
not
growing
back
it
into
back.
the braid game. I'm just practicing right now.
I ain't trying to get no whole head. I just need to talk. You know me, I just get
No,
right up here.
no. You got
Right
Dolly.
to live right up here. You right. I
You got
do.
Dolly. I'm not getting back into that game. I'm talking about
Mm-mm.
regular French braids. Anywho,
Mm-mm.
Rita, what is your sib note?
Ooh, what is my sib note? We talked about so much.
Yeah, what is your
I know
sib
my
note?
sib note is regardless of whatever is going on, make sure you take care of you first. Cause like for me, I'm going to get my hair cut, my lashes done, my waxing, and my hands and my feet done, and I be straight after that.
Yeah, you gotta find. I think my sib note will probably be you have to find what works for you, because
Yeah, self care is the best care.
it is. But like, I've heard people say that like your nails and your hair and all of that stuff. That's like maintenance. That's not more
It's the
like
bill.
right. That's not more or less like a lot of people consider that to be self care. I consider that to be maintenance. That's like something that I need in order to function on a regular. Like self care for
Mm,
me is like digging deep within myself, trying to figure out the root. Well, that's just me because I'm, you know, trying to figure out the root cause of certain feelings, emotions, different things like that. But it's different for everybody.
yeah.
But um I'm back in business now. That was part of the reason for our extended break at the end of 2023 because when the producer came run the show, the producer came run the show. I had to, get back to typing. I had to teach myself I perfected my signature in cursive as a little kid. So I had to get back to be able to write, I actually healed faster than expected.
Hmm.
Mostly because I didn't baby my hand a lot. In the beginning I was a little scared, but then after that I'm like, girl, we still got two books and a cuff that gotta be done. So we can't be out here not being able
Two
to
books
type
and a what?
in the cuff. Like they
Oh,
cuff.
you said in. I thought you meant and a cuff. I'm like, what the hell is a cuff?
No,
But
we
I
got
get what you're
two
saying
books.
now. I got it, girl. I
Anywho,
got it. I was a little
anywho,
confused for a second.
anywho,
A little confused for a second, but
Virginia
I got it,
Kids,
girl.
Virginia Kids podcast for 2024. We back in business. So, um, yeah, nothing in life has guarantees. So that's my sib note of the day. I was just gonna say,
Mm.
yeah, we can guarantee y'all gonna have consistent shows, but I'm not guaranteeing nothing the way life is life in right now. But as
Hey, you
always,
just got to get on that pony and ride.
here we go. As
It's the
always,
truth.
here we go. As always, we appreciate y'all joining us for another episode of the Regina Kids podcast. In the words of Bob Marley, um, every little thing is gonna be all right, and we're gonna continue to glow through.
Every little thing is gonna be all right, and continue to go through whatever it is we're going through. Don't worry about a thing.
Rita, just say bye, please.
Every little thing is gonna be all right. Bye bye.